Welcome to ABX Reviews. Today we are diving into a packed episode of Inimba, where family tensions reach a boiling point, past loves resurface, and a shocking new power player enters the game, changing everything for the Mabandla family. Here are 10 different scenes from this episode. Scene 1. Lucanio confronts Thumeka. Lucanio visits Thumeka at her home, pressuring her to finally tell Kul the truth about her biological mother, Zoleka. He argues that their father's death was a chance for a new beginning and that keeping this secret is a waste of time. He suggests that their own mother might benefit from knowing her real granddaughter, pleading with Thumeka to do the right thing for the family. Character motivation. Lucanio is motivated by a desire to end the long-running deception. He believes the truth is inevitable and that controlling its revelation is the only way to protect their family from greater pain later on. How do the characters impact the story? Lucanio acts as the catalyst, pushing the main plot forward. His confrontation forces Thumeka out of her state of avoidance and makes her actively engage with the central family secret. What deeper issues are being explored? This scene deeply explores the theme of family loyalty versus the moral weight of a lie. It questions whether protecting someone from the truth is truly an act of love or a form of control that prevents healing. Scene 2. Thumeka and Hlathi's argument. After returning from the hospital, Thumeka is confronted by Hlathi. He is upset that she went to see Margaba, suspecting her real motive was to run into Zoleka. Thumeka admits that was part of it, but also insists she needed to make amends with the woman who raised her. Hlathi is frustrated, believing Zoleka is a threat they need to understand to protect their family. Character analysis. Thumeka is shown to be torn between her duties. She is loyal to her husband and immediate family, but also feels a deep, unresolved connection to her past and the woman who raised her, Margaba. How do the characters impact the story? This argument solidifies the central conflict within the Mabandla household. It shows that Thumeka and Hlathi are not entirely united in their strategy, creating a vulnerability that Zoleka could exploit. My reaction to the scene. This scene felt very tense and real. It highlights how a shared threat can sometimes drive a wedge between people instead of bringing them closer, as their fears and past experiences lead them to different conclusions. Scene 3. Zoleka and Beniswa's heart-to-heart. Zoleka vents to her friend Beniswa about seeing Thumeka, expressing intense frustration. Beniswa calls her out, noticing that Zoleka's reaction to seeing her ex, Hlathi, was completely different and far less angry. She suggests Zoleka still has complicated, unresolved feelings for him. Character analysis. Zoleka is a woman driven by a desire to reclaim what she lost, but this scene reveals a crack in her tough exterior. She admits that seeing Hlathi was complicated, showing she is not entirely in control of her emotions. Lessons learned. The scene teaches that past loves can leave deep, unresolved emotional marks. Even when we think we have moved on, those feelings can resurface and complicate our current motivations. What deeper issues are being explored? This conversation explores the theme of unresolved love and how it can coexist with anger and a thirst for reclamation. It shows that human emotions are rarely simple or one-dimensional. Scene 4. Mwethu's heartbreak. Mwethu surprises Zoleka with tickets to a music show, hoping to rekindle their relationship. Zoleka shuts him down firmly, stating she is not looking for a serious commitment and that their relationship was just for fun. She tells him to find someone his own age who can give him the love he wants. Character motivation. Zoleka is motivated by a desire to maintain control and focus on her larger goals, which she feels a romantic relationship with a younger man would distract from. She is pragmatic, even if it comes across as cold. My reaction to the scene. This was a harsh but necessary moment. It was clear Mwethu had developed real feelings, and Zoleka's blunt dismissal highlighted her single-minded determination, even at the cost of hurting someone who cared for her. How are the characters developing? This scene is a key point in Zoleka's development, establishing her willingness to sever personal connections that do not serve her ultimate objective of reconnecting with her daughter and confronting her past. Scene 5. Lucanio's warning to Hlathi. Lucanio corners his brother-in-law, Hlathi, at his office. He warns Hlathi that Kor will eventually discover the truth about him and Thumeka, and questions what Hlathi's plan is for when that day comes. Character motivation. Lucanio's motivation is consistent. He is trying to force the issue with everyone involved. He wants to shake Hlathi out of his complacency and make him face the impending crisis. Is the story strong, confusing, predictable, surprising, etc.? This adds strength to the story by raising the stakes. It is not just the sisters discussing the secret, the brother-in-law is now actively applying pressure, making the reveal feel more imminent and dangerous. What deeper issues are being explored? This brief encounter touches on the theme of consequences. It forces the audience to consider what will happen when a long-buried secret, which has shaped a family's foundation, is finally brought into the light. Scene 6, Kor's workplace conversation. Kor has a friendly and slightly flirty conversation with a colleague at work. They discuss her helping another co-worker, Linda, and she shares that her workday is going well. The colleague notices she seems down, and after some prodding, Kor admits she recently went through a breakup. Character analysis. This scene shows a different, more vulnerable side of Kor. At work, she is competent and helpful, but personally, she is navigating heartache, making her a more relatable and well-rounded character. How do the characters impact the story? Kor's personal life provides a subplot that contrasts with the intense family drama. It also establishes her presence in the workplace, which becomes the setting for the episode's big climax. My reaction to the scene. This was a nice, grounded moment that gave Kor depth outside of the main mystery surrounding her parentage. It reminds us that she has her own life and struggles independent of the family secret. Scene 7, Hlathi's business pitch. Hlathi delivers a professional and passionate pitch for his cleaning company, Mabandla Cleaning Services, to the team at Kusala Tech. He highlights his company's experience, growth, and dedication, hoping to win a major contract. Character motivation. Hlathi is motivated by a desire to provide for and secure his family's future through his business. This tender represents a significant opportunity for growth and stability. Lessons learned. The scene demonstrates the importance of professionalism and perseverance. Hlathi has built his company from the ground up over 20 years, showing a strong work ethic. How do the characters impact the story? This scene sets up the professional arena where the personal and familial conflicts will collide. It establishes what is at stake for Hlathi beyond just the emotional family dynamics. Scene 8, the tender aftermath. After the pitch, a manager thanks Hlathi and informs him that they have a few more questions but will be in touch. The manager then surprisingly tells Hlathi it might be his lucky day because he gets to meet the new CEO. Is the story strong, confusing, predictable, surprising, etc.? This moment is very surprising and effectively raises the stakes. Just as Hlathi thinks the business meeting is over, a new and unpredictable variable is introduced. What deeper issues are being explored? This twist introduces the theme of power dynamics. Zoleka's position as CEO instantly gives her immense power over Hlathi's professional aspirations, mirroring the power she seeks in their personal lives. My reaction to the scene. This was a fantastic cliffhanger moment. The slow build-up of the professional pitch made the reveal of Zoleka as the CEO incredibly impactful and immediately created a sense of dread and anticipation. Scene 9, Zoleka's grand entrance. Zoleka is introduced as the new CEO of Kusala Tech. She is all smiles and professionalism, warmly greeting Hlathi and telling him she hopes things work out for his company. Character analysis. In this scene, Zoleka is the picture of corporate power and control. She is polite and charming, but her presence alone is a direct challenge to Hlathi, showcasing her ability to operate on multiple levels. Character motivation. Zoleka's motivation is to position herself at the center of the Mabandla family's world, both personally and now professionally. This move is a strategic power play to force a confrontation on her terms. How do the characters impact the story? Zoleka's entrance as CEO is the biggest game-changer in the story so far. It shifts her from a lurking threat to an active, powerful participant in the lives of Hlathi, Thumeka, and Kor. Scene 10, Zoleka's final demand. After the meeting, Zoleka's friendly facade drops. She confronts Hlathi directly, asking him how long he has been scheming and waiting to strike. She then cuts to the chase with the most important question: where is Korma Bandla? Character motivation. Zoleka's primary motivation is finally stated openly: she wants her daughter. All her actions, including taking the CEO position, seem to be in service of finding and connecting with Kor. What deeper issues are being explored? This scene directly tackles the deep issues of motherhood, identity, and reclamation. It poses the difficult question of who has the right to be in a child's life, the biological parent or the one who did the raising. Based on what I've seen, what do I think will happen next? I believe Zoleka will use her new authority to directly approach Kor at work. This will force a confrontation that could accidentally reveal the secret before Thumeka and Hlathi are ready. The family will be sent into a panic trying to get to Kor first.